You're about to listen to the Wave of Absurdity podcast. Hold on tight and try not to get too wet, because this is going to be a wild ride. Hey, everybody, it's a cast. Shut up, Phil. Welcome to season 2. With me, as always, is Phil. How you doing, Phil?
Pretty good. I'm going to tell the people what this podcast is called. Wave of Absurdity. How are you, Owen?
Good. I mean, it's not like they can tell by the title or anything, but I'm fabulous.
Well, I said, how are you doing?
Doing good.
All right. Good to hear. Anything spectacular happened since the last time we recorded?
I tell you what has happened.
Please.
Nothing.
Couldn't dress that up a little bit?
Nothing.
I also have had nothing of great import happen to me in the, month and a half, roughly, since...
Well, I'll tell you what is new, dear Philip.
Yes?
We're now on iTunes.
Oh, spit!
Patooey!
Does that mean we have to censor ourselves?
Fuck no!
All right. I think before even letting those particular iTunes people know what's up, we should cater to our already massive YouTube audience.
It's about 7.
And I want to read some... Well, I'm going to send you a link. I don't know if you've seen it. And I think for the sake of anybody listening, that this is kind of a public service announcement. And we're going to alternate. It's how to perform gay fisting safely. Difficulty? Hard. Time required? Varies. This is from about.com. And I'm curious, why do you think Lauren sent this to us?
I think she knows of our diminishing viewer base, and she knows that we're going to need to do a massive stunt to get us back into the public eye again.
Are we going to fist?
That's the plan.
Anal fisting is a slow process that involves patience and a lot of lubrication. Fisting, or handballing, is not for everyone and can be dangerous if not done properly. But for those that do enjoy it or have a desire to try, here's how. Owen, number 1.
Trim and file fingernails of the fistee. Do not douche or use an enema. These can irritate the thin anal walls, increasing the risk of infection.
2. The receiving partner, or fistee, should be very relaxed and aroused. That seems contradictory. Anyway, gently massage or rim the anus during foreplay for an extended period of time.
Place a latex glove on the fisting hand. Generously lubricate the entire hand and forearm. Oh god. And generously lubricate the anus. Do not use oil-based lubricants, however, because they can erode the latex gloves. Fisting without protection can lead to bacterial and viral infections.
I'm sorry, what oil-based lubricant will erode the latex glove to the point, will it dissolve? I mean, over time, I can understand. All right. Number 4. Slowly and gently insert one finger at a time into the anus. See, Owen, this is where I was confused. I assumed from the name fisting that, cool, you just jam it right up there. But apparently, hold your fingers as close together as possible, one at a time.
Oh my!
Are you number 5 going? Go ahead.
Once all fingers and the thumb are inserted, add more lubricant and gently rotate the hand into the anus.
God, I wish I had a soundboard. Ball the hand into a fist once it is fully inserted. Slowly move the fist in and out, massaging the prostate.
hell's the chinchilla doing in here? Ball the hand. Wait, which one am I on?
You're on 7, sir. Great! Now there's people playing along at home, all fucked up.
Sorry! Do not ball the hand. If your partner experiences extreme discomfort or there is excessive bleeding, there may be a tear in the rectal wall. Encourage your partner to just relax and slowly pull out. The fisty may temporarily be unable to control the bowels. The expanded rectal walls will eventually return to normal size.
Like silly putty. There are some tips.
How would you know?
Now, before anybody gets their rectum in a knot, I'd like to point out that we're not laughing at the fact that there's a detailed list on ask.com about fisting. It's really the terminology. Fisty, I can't stop laughing about that. Alright, tips. Make sure your partner is ready and willing to be fisted. I just could not do that with a straight face. Respect his wishes.
You're obviously not straight if you're getting fisted. Oh! And I'm out.
Respect his wishes and stop at any stage.
Forcing a full fist inside the anus or punching, having improperly trimmed fingernails or fisting without protection can cause serious injury, including tears, ruptures, or infections.
Repeated fisting may result in permanent damage. Sorry. Ow, I wanted to fist. Don't punch my anus. Did they really have to put that in parentheses?
Who's punching anuses out there?
It's the terrible case of the anus puncher. Next on Fox. Alright, that was a public service announcement from the Wave of Absurdity. You're welcome. I'm sorry. Look at the related articles.
Safe gay rimming tips, the 6 secrets of gay anal sex.
Related articles.
Oh. Using the knuckle press reflexology. How to turn a latex glove into a safer sex barrier. What? Fruit signs. Baby sign language. What the fuck? What the... What?
Oh, God.
Is this where you're storing all the baby's fruit? Got to fish your way in? Oh, you want a Lemonson? I'll get you one.
Punch your way to that banana, boy. All right, let's show outside of generous. Thanks, Lauren. Outside of generous public service announcements like that, we have for you today. Well, I'm giving out some prizes in a Would You Rather. I don't know exactly when that's happening, but got some games for you on Steam. I'm almost positive that Owen has some sort of contest as well.
Nope.
All right. We also have Master Debater, somewhat related to our PSA. We'll let you know when it occurs. Is there any role?
Could I just stop you there,
I'm sorry.
honey bun? I mean, of course we're on iTunes, so there's a slim chance that some randomer is listening to us right now, to which, hello.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think you're actually accurately depicting our segments coming up. I mean, sure, the masses know what a master debater is, but the new people, they do not. All
right. Well, then let's just go down the quick checklist here, and there's going to be gay banter in the truest sense of the word gay. Yes. Do we need to explain that? I think if people are listening this far, they're relatively intelligent people and good looking. Thanks for listening. Check. Okay. Would you rathers? That's where I ply Owen with would you rather questions, and if you guess them correctly in the next episode, you're in a pool to win a prize, a game on Steam.
Yeah.
Check. There is Master Debater, which I will let Owen describe.
Well, thanks, Philip. Master Debater, one of our key features here at Wave of Absurdity Industries. Whoa, what's that? That's a wave of absurdity crashing in. Anyway, what is a Master Debater, you ask?
Well, what is a Master Debater?
I'm glad you asked. Basically, we just debate. That's it.
Yeah, sounds good. Check. we will read some news at some point, and then stuff that has to do with people that emailed in.
That's
check.
Emails.
There might be some role-playing. I don't know. I have some suggestions here sent in by listeners to Season 1. You can always send us suggestions, comments, criticisms, angry letters at waveofabsurdity@hotmail.com, or visit us at facebook.com/waveofabsurdity. Boy, we gotta touch that page up now, don't we?
Nope.
Yeah. Still looks like Christmas there.
Now, I would say stick around. I mean, you've come this far, or maybe you're just skipping through and you're hearing this part.
Weird.
Just stay to the role plays, because some of our highlights for me include being two sperm, and Phil was my coach, and he was encouraging me to get to the egg.
I was a sperm coach there. We were also traffic lights, which...
We were also traffic lights.
I have to tell you, that made me regret being human and not a traffic light, now that I listen to it. Like,
oh, that was a classic. You should all go back and listen to that. And of course, the famous spontaneous roleplay of chinchillas.
Yes. There's also a feature at the very end that I am not a big fan of, but I am going to make it my own. Something Owen suggested, and people seem to like, I'm not entirely sure, since I hate the sound of other people chewing.
Oh, masticating.
Big words on Wave of Absurdity. It means chewing, everybody. I am introducing a new feature, which I'm going to do right now.
Okay.
It's the increasingly disturbing world of squirrels. I have here a lot of news articles. Oh! Did you know Monday was Squirrel Appreciation Day?
Was it really?
Yes, it was, Lauren. Once again, for those on iTunes, Lauren is our resident news junkie. She sends in lots of interesting things. There are a couple people like that, you might notice. Yes, so I have a headline here for you. Alton Towers squirrel banned from roller coaster. Theme park. So what?
I know Alton Towers.
All right. Well, are you aware?
I've been there.
Are you aware of Sonic the Squirrel? Wait, when is this from?
No.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is 2 years old. It's still disturbing.
Well, it's a theme park in the UK, and they have this children's section, and they have the Nutty Squirrel, and you get to ride on the Nutty Squirrel. You'd ride on a big acorn. It's brilliant.
Well, this link and all links that were sent to us that we talk about will be on the Wave of Absurdity fan page. Yes, so wait, you've been to Alton Towers? Okay. Well,
many times.
There's cute little pictures on this page. We're proud to welcome guests of all kinds to the Alton Towers Resort to strive and make it a very pleasurable visit. Unfortunately, Sonic's behavior, which apparently is the name of the squirrel, which was not mentioned earlier in the article, is a danger to both our guest and himself. Every morning, during testings, the gray-haired squirrel could be seen perched on the cars of the ride as it went around, and even got in the way of painting. Amazing. Squirrels on roller coasters. Squirrels are having more fun than us right now, Owen. What the fuck?
I'm having a blast. Whee!
Banning a squirrel from a roller coaster is certainly unusual, but I suppose there's a first time for everything. Oh, look, and there's a little squirrel on the roller coaster. So they use some sort of electronic device to scare away the squirrels and not have them run over, I guess, is their big concern. To not have a massive squirrel-based accident.
I could just imagine little squirrel EMTs just coming out with a little stretcher. Not another one! Oh. Jesus!
We told you not to ride this ride. Sonic! Sorry, isn't Sonic supposed to be a hedgehog, traditionally?
Well, no, but I have some animal-related news for you.
All right, hit me.
Gary, the Australian goat, has had charges dropped against him.
What charges were applied to him?
So in Australia, this goat got charged with vandalism for eating flowers outside of a museum. And the cops actually arrested him. The article says, police arrested Gary the goat for eating flowers outside of a museum of a contemporary art in Sydney on the 22nd of August. His owner, Jim D, a comedian known as Jimbo Bazubi, weird name, was fined 440 Australian dollars, but the case was later dismissed by a local court. Magistrate Carolyn Barkwell said that while the accused goat had been eating the flowers when the police arrived, there was no evidence that Bazubi brought Gary there with the intention of vandalizing the vegetation.
Wow.
Paul McGeer, the lawyer for the goat, told the court that police had issued the wrong infringement notice because it was related to a person and not a goat. He said he could not prove that Jim put Gary up to the act.
I know people that have less representation legally for serious offenses. Oh. I like that he has a lawyer. I mean, I know it's probably the comedian's lawyer, but
Lawyer.
I just like the thought of a lawyer like, all right, this is serious, and then just yeah, like eating a tin can. Oh, Lord.
Gary, this is serious, please.
Speaking of laws, now, I don't want to sound like a xenophobic, non-traveling Looney Tune, but I need to ask, Owen, do you have four-way stops over in wherever the fuck Bumbleland you live?
Yes.
Sorry, was that indeed an insulting remark?
I mean, I'm not some sort of hillbilly. I'm not some sort of... I'm not living out in the Arctic.
You're not from
no
London. That's all I care about.
Oh, my goodness.
You're not from
I don't
London?
live in the Dark Ages, Phil. All right?
If you're from England, you better be from London.
America's just filled with cacti and incest, all right? So don't even go there.
Oh, yuck. I was at... Let me ask you this, then, real fast.
All right.
What is the procedure at a four-way stop sign? A four-way stop. There's stop signs. I don't know if it's taught or whatever, but what do? You come to a four-way stop sign. What's the procedure?
Well, are there people in all directions?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just skip a beat here. And let's say you all magically arrive at the same time.
Okay. Well, we're not as pushy and as violent as Americans.
Ooh, going right for the heartland. Jesus. Go on.
So, usually, everybody would come to a stop, and then we'd all look at each other, and then somebody would move. So like their wheels would start. So you look at the tires, and then their tires, they start slowly moving, and then you're right. That dude's going. Right, he's gone. And then it's a three-way. And you're like, all right, bloody hell, which one of us lads is going next? And then you all do that, agreeing. And sometimes two cars might go at the same time, but they both stop again. And they're like, all right, so calm down. But while those two have stopped, the other dude seen his chance. He's gone. Bam. Now it's a two-way. The missionary. Now, what do? They both look at each other. Oh, it's all right. They're both going opposite ways.
Beautiful.
That's how every situation happens.
I see.
Every.
Well, in these United States of America, where we drive on the wrong side of the road. See how I altered that after the information you gave me pre-recording? It's obviously the order that you arrive. But in the case of arriving at the same time, except for right turns, if you're not going to interfere with traffic, you yield to the person on the right. And I only bring this up because that situation occurred. I was the one yielding, and the woman waved me on and then flashed her lights. And I just sat there and stared at her. I didn't do anything. We were there for 2 minutes.
See, the English people... We're ladies and gentlemen, okay? We're just like, no, after you, sir.
Well, I was being a gentleman. I was just ignoring all her attempts at giving up her right to yield.
You've got these fake rules about giving up to the right and all that snoz.
Well, you snoz?
My vocabulary has changed since the last podcast, you snooty bitch. So, alright, we smegged all over this issue. Let's move on, shall we?
Alright. Would you like to, what would you like to move on to?
I don't have the schedule in front of me.
Alright. I thought maybe you wanted to,
I have some talking topics.
Talking topics? You're not supposed to say that out loud. Then they'll know we have notes. In case you can figure out how well we've been doing this.
Does porn teach people to spell? Now,
how many words have 3 X's in it? Hey.
Well, I was thinking about unconventional learning.
Oh.
All right. I was thinking about unconventional learning a couple of weeks ago, and I was thinking about how porn, when I was younger, taught me how to spell like bukkake, although that's not a practical word.
Because that's what you need to know when you're filling out resumes, people.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, like...
Why don't you tell people that don't know what bukkake is? What bukkake is?
It's,
Does it involve semen?
It generally involves one lady, and she sits there for about half an hour, and she gets...
She's not reading a magazine, is she?
Sometimes she pretends to read the news.
Right. Okay.
And, yeah,
seen that one.
People, like 100 men just jizz on her. Anyway.
Send me the link.
After this. But, I learned to spell, like, compilation. That was always fun.
Okay, all right. I could see that. That's a big word. Lots of syllables.
It is, for when you're like 6,
Yeah, particularly when all the blood's running to one part of your body, it's hard to concentrate.
Well, exactly. And, I mean, do you know of any other unconventional learning tools? I think, aside from the fun you can have with porn on your own, it's a teaching tool.
I know that I learned about nasty incest. The first porn I ever saw was called Taboo. And I didn't know what taboo meant, but now I do, thanks to porn.
Just like bukkake, what does taboo mean?
Well, taboo is simply a way to describe something that is generally frowned upon by society. In this case, the title referred to incest, where the mother fucked the two sons that were studs. And they were able to actually draw this out, I believe, into 4 sequels. So
we should just replace the word taboo with America. Because that's all it is! Cacti and incest! Thank you very much.
I'll have you know that I have never, ever fucked a relative in the ass. We have. Would you rather? Oh, and let's just warm up a little. I marked some for the actual contest, and then here's some for new people that don't know what it is, and to get us, get our juices flowing. Shouldn't have used that term because the first one is, would you rather sweat green liquid from your facial pores or fart blue smoke?
What was the first one?
Sweat green liquid from your pores.
I think
green nasty liquid.
I would go for the farting blue smoke. Now,
explain yourself.
It's more useful. Let's say I get trapped on a desert island. I know smoke signals. I just
I thought you were going to go for the old party trick.
No, I'm talking survival, man.
All right, well, yes.
And then I could be in like an infiltrator for like the government, and I can spy. And then the
pop the smoke.
Exactly. You
could parachute down into any stadium and just fart your way to fame.
Exactly. It's got so much more properties and lifestyle changing properties than sweating green gunk.
Yeah, you come over here, find somebody that farts red gas, and find somebody that
Isn't that
farts
just
white
dried
gas.
blood?
Oh man, that took an uncomfortable turn.
Have you been fisting yourself?
You need to go see a doctor if you fart red gas.
Oh! I got dry rimmed by a doctor.
How much did you pay him?
It was free, baby.
Well, yeah. That's what you say on air, but we know. How'd it feel?
It was alright. he didn't insert anything. He was just...
Yeah, do you wish he had the tips from ask.com?
No,
he didn't punch your anus, did he?
He was sweet, but
I'm gonna punch you right in the anus.
it didn't. My anus didn't feel right for like a day. That's weird.
That's long enough to seek medical help. No, I'm serious. I wasn't joking around. Your anus feels bad for any extended period of time.
No, it's because he had rubber gloves on and he's dry rimming my anus. So of course it just felt weird. And
did you concentrate on not making any noise? Whether it was from pleasure or not being pleasured?
No, I sat there. Well, I was lying there. I wasn't sat on anything, but I was lying there, and I just, that like melancholy music started playing, and I just thought, this is my life right here. This is it.
No.
This is what it's become. Oh.
All right. Well, the second would you rather might be right up your alley.
What is with the anal news today?
Your anal news. Sorry. Would you rather have 5 bottles stuck on the fingers of one hand for a year, or a bucket stuck on your foot for a year? Now imagine if your doctor had bottles stuck on his fingers.
I would go back.
I think I broke one of the glasses.
One guy, one jar, the sequel. I would probably... Now, for those who don't know me, I live the thug life, and...
Hardcore.
I murder, I steal cars, I fly...
You slang...
Raid tombs. Yeah. I'm a gamer, so... Of course I would need my fingies to be free. So I would probably go for a bucket and...
A catheter, right? Just pee right into the bucket. Never have to get up again.
Now that's heaven.
I guess I would concur for different reasons. I know. Nobody cares.
Well, no, I would fill the bucket up with some water, and I'd get those fish that eat your dead skin off your feet. And by the time a year's passed up, I will have the best looking foot around town.
It'd be a little uneven, probably, wouldn't it?
Well, who the hell's looking at my feet anyway?
Well, you got a point there. Speaking of looking,
I have a broken
toe. Final warm up here. Would you rather sit naked on a pedestal in the middle of a crowded public park, or sit naked on a platter with an apple in your mouth at a gala dinner party?
What position am I in?
You're prone on the table. Think kind of Stanley Kubrick eyes wide shut type thing. You're just lying there and people are picking food off your body.
Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. What's the occasion? Is it just like a children's birthday party?
It's a funeral.
My favorite place to get around is that one.
They stack all the pineapples.
Oh, that's not how it's pronounced at all.
They stack all the pineapples, all 3 of them, cut on your penis. And people have to lift them off, and you have to constantly be erect to hold the pineapple slices or wedges, or yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think I'd prefer that now. Just for the fact that it's going to be warmer in that place, and image is everything these days, and you don't want to seem like you're shortchanged. So I'd rather be in a warmer
you don't
climate.
look like a prick. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No.
So did that kill your horny for the scenario?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's going to happen now is I'm going to read off 3 would you rather questions that Owen is not going to answer, but he will have to answer them next week. Now, the idea here is for you to email in at waveofabsurdity@hotmail.com, and you mail in what you think he's going to say. And if you get the most right, you win a prize. This time, your prize options will be... you can choose from Batman Arkham Asylum, Game of the Year Edition, Grand Theft Auto 3, feeling nostalgic, Mirror's Edge, a very fun and different game, or Sims 3. Start you off that way. Or you have an option to simply say Phil's choice. Now, before the next recording, I will type out what I think Owen will say and why he will pick those particular choices. You can always opt for Phil's choice. Send an email, waveofabsurdity@hotmail.com. Owen,
Yes.
would you rather shove your whole head into an elephant's butt or lick a corpse clean after an autopsy?
Ooh.
Yes. Second question, would you rather have a hidden video camera at work with audio catch you hacking up a big ugly ball of phlegm and then looking at it, or passing gas and then making a face reacting to the smell? Yeah. And finally, third question, would you rather have a small butt on your forehead or 2 little feet dangling beneath your chin? Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. So again, you mail in your answers. It's important you will not be considered for a prize if you do not include your reasoning. Even if you're new and don't know, just try applying common sense. It may or may not work with Owen. And if you do pick Phil's choice, just know that I've been horribly wrong and inaccurate in my predictions.
Every time.
Yeah, like the past 2 or 3 times. Very bad. So, good luck.
Now,
You can choose from a prize.
Phil, if I were to say John,
Yes.
what does that speak to you?
It makes me think of some sort of anonymous person that hires prostitutes, or somebody that's an ineffective employee at GameStop. What about you?
I think John reminds me of John Spartan 117. Halo for life.
Are you trying to segue into something that we did a little while ago?
Play the clip.
I like how the rings look on the wave files.
Thanks for calling GameStop. John speaking.
Hey, John, I was wondering if you knew when Resident Evil 6 was coming out for the PC.
For PC?
Yes.
I don't know. There's nothing listed here at all. I didn't think it was coming out for the PC at all.
No, I had heard that it was coming out and would have Steam compatibility.
We don't have anything listed in our system.
You don't like me, do you?
Yeah, it may be something probably dated for spring or so.
Okay.
Going in the summertime. They may announce it more towards E3.
All right. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled. Sir, do you also have any copies of BioShock Ultimate Edition?
BioShock Ultimate Edition? No, not at all.
Not at all. All right. Final question. Would you rather eat 3 earthworms or wear a necklace made of them on your wedding day?
Knowing my appetite, I'll probably eat them.
Yeah, because it's only 3.
Yeah.
Well, sir, guess what?
You're live on WKRP Radio. I'm Owen, and you've been speaking to Phil.
Hey-o.
And for answering that absurd question, John, you have just won your store 2 free pizzas courtesy of Pizza Hut.
All right.
Let's give John a round of applause there. How do you feel, sir?
I feel great.
Sir.
All right.
Little joke. Do you want earthworms on your pizza?
Sure, why not?
All right there, John. Stay on the line. We'll have an intern take your details. Coming up next is Meat Hook Sodomy by Cannibal Corpse.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, I'd like to speak to a manager, please.
Speaking.
Yes, my son was in there the other day, and he purchased a mature game, and he's only 12.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's not okay. How did this happen?
Is this the same individual I just spoke with?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I've been on hold for the past, couple minutes?
Sir, I just called. I have a receipt. My son said that I caught him playing Hitman.
Okay. Can you hold, please?
So you're not the manager? Son, get on the phone. Is this the man you spoke to?
Hello?
Can you talk so my son can identify your voice?
Can you hold on a second, please?
Is that him, son?
That's him.
Did you sell my son a mature rated game? That doesn't sound like we're on hold at all.
Daddy?
Quiet, son. Oh, that was a lot of ticking.
Oh, my goodness.
Just for the record, we played all the ticking because it's absurd, and 2, you can only experience the power, the essence of John after the ticking. There'll be more of John later. We didn't leave him hanging there after he hung up on us.
Oh, just wiping away the tears, because that was just... Oh, that was gold.
That's some good role-playing.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
So, if you're new to this podcast, you'll know that I'm very easily annoyed.
And a sexual predator.
Well, we don't go into that past. Now, one of the things that annoys me the most, I drive an automatic vehicle. I said that the American way, just so you Yanks feel at home.
Vehicle?
The vehicle, yep.
Sorry,
so I
say
drive,
absurdity.
I drive an automatic car because it's just a giant go-kart and it's fun to do. Now, there are some drawbacks to a automatic. Obviously, not having the ability to change gear when you want. Now, usually that isn't a problem unless you're going up a hill, and for some feckin' reason, they've decided to put a speed bump up a hill. It
Really?
hurts. It hurts my brain. I don't know if they have speed bumps in Cacti Land.
Maybe they didn't raise the land until after the speed bump was there.
No, Phil. They did this on purpose to piss off every automatic car that drives through there. I don't know why, but people like to speed. You know.
Because it's fun.
Well,
That's
yeah,
why.
it is fun. But if you're going up a hill, the hill's angle is going to slow down your momentum anyway, so you don't need a freaking speed bump on top of a hill. It drives me crazy, and then because my car freaks out, I'm driving up, and I'm like, oh shit.
What gear should I be in? What gear should I be in?
Well, yeah, I drive up, and I'm like, oh my god, my car's going to freak out, so then I have to... I don't slow down, obviously, because that's just absurd. So I go over the bump, and the car's like... And then by that time, the people behind me...
Academy Award-winning car.
The people behind me, they've had to brake. Now they're pissed off at me because of a shitty gear change. It's not my fault. Just, I'm going to start like a petition to get rid of all speed bumps up hills because it's just not needed.
Why do I feel like if there was a visual element to this hill, which... From the tone of your voice, it's Mount Kilimanjaro, and there's speed bumps on it, is in fact just like a 2-degree elevation or something.
You don't know, man. I'll take my dash camera. I don't have a dash camera. I'll take a camera, and I'll dangerously film me going up a hill.
You know, there's, even in automatics, most cars, there's other gears specifically for climbing hills.
My car is horrifically old. It's from... 2000. So
is my car.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My car. Now,
awkward.
I did say there wouldn't be an Owen competition, but he's only gone and bloody done one. Now, it's time for our favourite, Phil's favourite, lateral thinking. Thinking laterally. So, if you don't know what lateral thinking is, it's essentially stupid and retarded.
And requires me to get a question right in order for anybody to win anything. You like how Owen's game is actually a power play? Ooh.
He's bloody called me out on that. But
and
to be fair...
I can't type it in. I can't type anything in. And this mic picks up everything. You would hear me searching away for the answer.
Well, no. Okay. No, I'm not having that. I've given away more games than you have. Anyway, let's not wave dicks.
See?
Let's not wave dicks. Okay. So,
shut your fucking face.
Do you remember a classic lateral thinking so people know what they're up against? But what
one that you gave me or in general?
Well, in general, it doesn't matter.
A cabin is found in the woods. All the occupants are dead. How did this happen? Now, see, usually in my world, in the Americas, in the land of cactus and incest, we play the game as kind of a yes or no.
In my world, people leave Christmas messages, all right? But we both don't get what we want. Deal with it.
Because Owen, the idea is you think outside of the box.
I give you a question.
He gives me a question. All right, for instance, the cabin in the woods, it's a plain cabin. But you wouldn't know that unless you were allowed to ask at least several yes or no questions, which is how we play. But Owen just asked me a question, and I'm supposed to get it.
Let's not bash the other co-host here.
It took half a season for him to allow me one yes or no question. So sure, what might somebody win?
So yes, now you know what lateral thinking is. The way it works is Phil has to get the question right, and if he does, whoever emails in at waveofabsurdity@hotmail.com or goes into a raffle to get a Steam game, which consists of, drumroll please, he hasn't got it up.
Oh, my superfluous monitor.
Dota 2, Dead Rising 2, Dead Space 2, or Universe Sandbox. The choice is yours.
Ooh.
So, welcome back to Lateral Thinking, Phil.
Thank you, esteemed lateral thinking question picker, Owen.
It's nice to have you back on the show.
Just ask me the goddamn question.
A hunter aimed his gun carefully and fired. Seconds later, he realized his mistake. Minutes later, he was dead. Why?
And I get a question after all that bitching?
Yes.
A yes or no question? All right.
That was your question. Okay.
He fires a gun. I'm not even acknowledging that. He fires a gun shortly after, fires his gun, realizes it's a mistake shortly after he dies. Read it again, please.
A hunter aimed his gun carefully and fired. Seconds later, he realized his mistake. Minutes later, he was dead.
All right. My question, which is confined to a yes or no question, is: was what he was carefully aiming at the object? Were they the catalyst of his death?
Yes, you could say so. Yes.
All right.
Well, yes or no? I said yes.
It's virtually impossible without multiple questions. All right. He was carefully aiming at a large creature and realized his mistake. He was either shooting at a bear or another person or something. I don't know. And it mauled him, or the person shot back. He's carefully aiming.
Tick tock, tick.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. This is very difficult.
This is the part of the podcast where we listen to Phil think.
Oh, yeah. You can be all London-y snooty because you have the answer right in front of you.
Snooty? No, stealing my words.
I say that he mistook another hunter as his prey, and that person was like, man, what the fuck? No, he shot at something even though he carefully aimed at it, and it came back to kill him because he realized he should not be shooting at something so big. Final answer is he carefully aimed at something thinking it was a real animal, yet it wasn't, and he realized the mistake after he shot it, and it ricocheted back and hit him, and he died. Yeah! Everybody's gonna love my answer, and fuck you for not giving them a prize.
You are wrong.
Please.
What a thunk it.
Please tell us what the correct answer is. There was a fish named Jerry, and he was swimming upstream, and a rock fell on his face. Sorry, go ahead. No, sorry. That's the example of the type of lateral thinking.
He shot at an elephant with a low-caliber rifle, not power enough to kill it. The elephant became enraged and trampled him.
Fuck you. Just fuck you.
I would have given you it if you didn't say it wasn't a non-animal.
I said creature.
Yeah, but no, you said that wasn't. Oh, don't give me that shit. You no.
All right. Well, that's what you get, people. Nothing.
And then it's all Phil's fault. Email complaints@waveofabsurdity@hotmail.com.
Or post pictures of squirrels at Wave of Absurdity on the old Facebook. Well, that was shit. Speaking of shit, did you see the video of the chick eating her bloody tampon?
Yes. Yes, I did. I saw it today, actually. Now, I don't want to be all hipster about this, but I've seen tampon eating videos way before, and this was totally lame.
Well, this one doesn't show anything other than, I mean, you have to see the removal, or it's not the same. It's the same with the dudes eating shit. They're like, oh, you think that's bad? I'm eating shit. But none of them show the shit coming out. We've all seen 2 girls, 1 cup. You know, let's see some shit-eating people. That's all I'm saying.
I liked how on the tampon there was just like this small globular, just bit of nastiness.
I could easily replicate that video with some food coloring and a tampon, essentially.
Next week, Phil eats a tampon.
I know. Ooh, mouthful just got 10 times more delicious.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be the awkward time for the wife to come home. What's that string hanging out of your mouth? Hmm? Floss?
Nothing.
Oh, boy. Sorry. Just thought I'd bring that up. Tampon eating, people. Wave of absurdity. You heard it here last.
That's probably true. Now, it's time for what the entire world has been waiting for. The feature that everybody loves.
Twice.
The feature that divides the room, but unites us as individuals. It
So
is.
wait, so it isn't role-playing.
No. It is. Master Debater! Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, boy. Now, we agreed on this beforehand. Usually we don't. We have an argument about it now. And I'd like to bring up the fact that Owen is ditching out on one of the most popular ones all through Season 1 and all through Season 2, probably, which is the toilet roll debate.
Ugh.
All right. And I'm going to hound him, and I want it on record that I would like to master debate the whole acknowledging sneezes, saying God bless you or Gesundheit. Exactly. But no, not this time.
I hear
Or-
it every time we do a podcast.
Yes, and you're going to hear it every time we have a podcast.
Stop online bullying, Phil. Stop being a bully. Right?
This is why we build this as
There's
a
There's a real
podumentary.
person behind this.
This is why we build this as a podumentary, because we're still learning. Owen's still learning to interact with other people. Okay.
Yes,
topic.
I'm very new to this.
All right. The
If I don't
topic
get
is
my way, I just say a little bit louder.
the use of the phrase,
No! Don't acknowledge sneezes, Owen.
God bless you, Owen. No homo.
Nice fucking segue. That was smooth.
Yes, it is simply the phrase no homo and its use. Do you really need it? Do you really need to defend your sexuality that much? Or is it a necessary tool in copulation? Let's find out. Owen, explain who gets what and how it happens. Not sexually.
So, new podcast, new rules. I say new rules, old rules. Alright, so what happens is I go to random.org. For all we know, it's random or it could be rigged. Who knows? You just got to take my word on it.
Not gonna
Now-
care.
Now, there's two ways. Well, there's
Heyo!
Now, in the old podcast, we used to go to random.org, get a random number. I would be odd, Phil would be evenings.
You're not gonna do what I think you're gonna do.
I'm about to fucking do what you know I'm about to do.
Oh, God.
Season 2. I am even. Phil is on.
Ring the bells of change!
Oh, praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Alright, and Phil is on. Phil's on.
Can't wait for this reoccurring joke next episode and
Guys.
beyond.
I had to deal with it. Now you deal with it, cunt. Alright,
iTunes, Owen, iTunes.
let's generate the number. Don't fail me, please. I am evens. It is! Loading. Loading. It doesn't usually take this long.
Yeah, it's a random number. We're not asking
Come on,
for all the
generate.
digits in pi.
Okay, I'm refreshing the page. Alright.
That means it was
My internet
odd.
may crap out.
I'm going to random.org.
No, okay, I'm there. Generate! Loading.
38.
Loading. Alright! Okay. Good. I got 29, so good. Now-
What side of the fence are you on here?
Now,
Owen?
what happens here is whoever gets the pick, they're odd or even, they get to choose what side they get to be on. They get to be pro or against. Now, this usually doesn't happen a lot, so I'm going to think about this. Do I want to be pro-homo?
Sorry, I'm laughing because it rhymes.
Or do I want to be against homo?
No homo. No,
No
or pro
homo
homo.
or yes homo? That is the question on today's plate. Oh, what can't you debate against?
Let me turn my debating paper over so that I might write properly on it.
I will go for...
Any day.
You will be pro homo.
Pro bono. Pro homo. Okay.
And
It's not the favorable position.
and I will
Lots
be,
of innuendo in this one.
I will be against
Innuendo.
homo. So now I go back to random.org, roll another number, and see who chooses who goes first. Loading. 1. Alright.
Thank you, random number generator.
I don't think we've ever had a 1 in our lives.
That sounds like a serious medical problem. All right, I am going to online timer because we both get 2 minutes.
Who's going first?
I'm going first. I think that's... No, you're going first.
Nope, it's first answer. You're going first.
No, 2 minutes.
Okay. So we both each have 2 minute in 2-minute intervals and a remaining 1 minute closing statement. I would take my
Hang on.
2 minute.
And go.
You don't tell me what to do.
All right,
I would
well.
take.
Tell me when you're starting.
I
Or
would-
start. Start now. Go,
Oh,
no homo.
Shut up. I will
Now.
take my 2 minutes now. Ha! Fuck you.
Timer's going.
First of all, I would like to thank this
Fuck.
esteemed college for hosting tonight's debate. I would like to thank Phil for showing up.
Get on with it.
So, tonight my adversary has decided to be pro-homo. Now, in a world of labels, do we really need another label? Do we really need a social stigma? Can't we all just unite as one to share the love? What are we proving when we say no homo? Does anybody know what we mean by no homo?
I think that's pretty obvious.
Shut your face. No, nobody really does. It's used by kids, and it's, dare I say, it's slightly derogatory. Just because you're a good-looking fella, and I happen to compliment you on your nice tight buttocks and jeans, why do I have to then feel pressurized to defend myself by saying no homo? Why can't another guy just give another guy a compliment? What's so crazy in the world we're living in when two guys just can't just admire each other without it being gay? What kind of world do we have to live in now? I mean, do women who compliment each other, do they go, ha, 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 I like your feet, no lesbo? No, it's ridiculous. Why do we guys have to feel we have to confine our true feelings? I mean, it's not gay, and I swear on my life, when I say, Phil, you're a delicious, delectable man. Now, does that need a follow-up of a no homo? No, because he knows that he is.
Time. Nice touch. It's sensual. I will take my 2 minutes. Now, first of all, I'd like to point out that I won't waste 30 seconds of your time talking slowly and...
It was 10. It was 10.
It was 30. I timed it, so
It was
shut
10.
up.
I was timing it. Suck my dick. Homo.
Oh, no homo. It's become, ironically, I think, a term of endearment among male friends. You know, you say something like, nice sweater, nice tat, nice pecs, no homo. It's like, hey, I'm acknowledging that I'm enjoying your physical aspect and that we're brothers, in essence, in gender. Now, Owen would have you believe that using the term no homo is some sort of derogatory term. And I admit the abbreviation of homosexual can be, admittedly, a little offensive for homosexuals. But that's why there's a negative in front of it. And let's be fair. It's a big world. A lot of people, okay? It's important to identify your sexuality quickly, okay? You need to narrow down your choices. You need to let the fish in the sea know what kind of bait you have, yeah? You know what I'm saying? So it's important that every chance you get, you let the world know your sexuality, okay? So next time somebody says no homo to you, don't take offense and don't be like, dude, you didn't really need to say that. Be thankful that they had the consideration to let you know what side of the fence they're on, because that saves you a lot of trouble, you know? There could be awkward situations. There could be awkward conversations. Sorry, my time ran out just because you didn't notice it. I abide by the rules. I abide by the rules.
You still had 4 seconds.
No,
right.
no.
I
recorded my screen.
Now.
Fuck yourself.
So,
Full
Phil
homo.
made up some interesting points to which are completely false, and we're going to destruct him now. He says it's important to quickly find your sexuality. Now, why'd you have to do that? No. I mean, sure, most people know what their sexuality is, but, you know, one day, bam, changed. They could just change like that. So I don't think you actually need to find your sexuality quickly. I say, be yourself. Don't be forced into a narrow tunnel like Phil wants you to do. Because once you're in that tunnel, if you're in Phil's tunnel, you're not coming out. Not for a very long time.
Oh, the wordplay here is delicious.
Not for a long time at all. And he says it's consideration, because if a guy goes up to you and compliments you and he says no homo, I mean, you feel all good about yourself, because then you know he didn't mean it in an endearing way. But do we really have to have homo? No homo. I mean, seriously, he didn't even touch on the point of just two guys. What's wrong with two guys complimenting each other? What's wrong with that, Phil? Huh? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I think it is actually, we're de-evolving ourselves. We're de-evolving our wordplay here. We're de-evolving our dialect. Shakespeare would be shaking thy fist at such nonsense. I say we get rid of no homo. We all go out and we compliment a random male stranger. After we've complimented him, you go up and you ask him, did that make you feel uncomfortable? 9 times out of 10, I bet you they say no, I feel comfortable. But if you go up to somebody, compliment them and say, oh, no homo, they're going to think you're a massive creep. I'm telling you, the world is not as a fickle place as people like to believe it is. Time.
I will take my time now. Owen would have you believe that we live in a world where you have to instantly choose your sexuality every time you have a conversation.
Your words.
That's not true.
Your words.
It's not true. I'm not saying
Your
choose
words.
your sexuality. I'm saying that if you have it defined, it's important for copulation purposes, relationship, having fun, that you know who you want to go to. No homo, like I said, it's kind of almost a term of endearment. It's also a way, it's like wearing a little card on your chest that says, I know what I am. I know what I am, and I want you to know, so that we can converse normally. Maybe there'll be some sexual tension. Maybe there won't. No homo. Now there isn't. We all know that in this increasingly populated society that there's just a lot of sexing going around, all right? So
you can't walk out the door without people banging on your step.
Let's clarify that you're not being homophobic. You are simply defining yourself.
Not being true.
We're not devolving or de-evolving dialects. We are adding to it. We are clarifying. We are adding to the vernacular in a way that succinctly defines one's sexual urges. So, I don't give a shit about the rest of my time. Owen would have you believe that his stance is based on kindness and PC...
Oh, human understanding. Oh.
PC type behavior. When in fact, he's a shameless homo hater.
I'll take my closing 1 minute. Now, I deeply feel saddened by my adversary's comments to me in that last few seconds there, and it's only strictly true. Now, the whole point of getting rid of no homo is so you don't feel confined. Why do people have to feel they have to define every act and every emotion? Just
to have sex.
Just let the wind take you. Just let it loosen you up, man. Just go with the flow. Stop defining yourself. Don't cocoon yourself. Be spread like the beautiful flower that you are. Take on the sun's rays and grow as a person. And you will soon find that no homo will not be a part of your dialect anymore. You will become a true and modest and beautiful citizen of Earth.
Time. Taking my 1 minute. Now, first, I'd like to thank my esteemed... Sorry. You can't let the wind take you anywhere in this day and age. You have to be a little more careful than our ancestors. And by ancestors, I mean the motherfuckers in the 70s and 80s that were all like, hey man, free love and everything. That's fine. But you screwed shit up because you weren't safe enough. Now we got problems. So there's a fine line between letting the wind take you and helping yourself and a potential partner out or a non-partner by easily defining a relationship that you have with somebody with 2 clear words. No homo. No offense, just no homo. I'm not trying to call anybody any names. I'm just trying to make things easier and define sexuality.
Okay, and there you have it. I believe I've won that, but...
Excuse me, I'd like to interrupt you. Since you're such a rule changer, what you're about to say to the listeners is how they can vote on this matter, yes?
Yes.
Well, I'm changing this shit up. And by changing, I mean there is only one place. Before, you could be like, oh, you can go on YouTube, or there'll be a vote on Facebook. I am saying no. It's one or the other. You can choose. I say Facebook simply because it has the voting option. But if you want YouTube and votes or whatever, but if we want to cater to people that aren't watching it via YouTube, I think they should go to the Wave of Absurdity fan page and vote.
Okay, so there's 2 ways you can vote. You can
Not
vote...
acceptable. Changes have been made by the odd guy.
Where's the bell of change? It is written in stone. For the bell of change hath rung.
Amen.
What messages do the bell of change bring, Sir Philip?
That we will only be accepting votes on the Facebook page. If you're watching this via YouTube and you're like, well, fuck it, I ain't voting, feel free to write your answers in the comments or whatever, but they won't be included in the final tally next week. And there's really no point other than bragging rights. You know, Owen's a Nazi and I'm not. So
You're a Nazi, a Nazi, a Nazi?
How would that go? No lesbo. Oh, I guess that rhymes.
Okay, so just go to the Wave of Absurdity, and for a limited time before we make the proper transition, also go to PC Gamers.
All right, episode 2. We're going to be solid on which one it's going to be.
Now, the results for last year's Master Debater. Do you remember the topic?
Seriously flawed because of the fact there's multiple places to do it from.
Do you remember the debate?
I don't even remember the debate.
Neither do I, but I do know the results.
Wait, what was the debate?
If you wouldn't, I don't know. It was
All right. Well,
wasn't it sliding doors?
no, that wasn't the last one.
Yes, it was. So the
It was.
polls are now closed, and the winner of the final Master Debater of
Season
2012, Season 1, is me.
Okay, moving right along. Should we give him
Now-
the rest of John, or do you want to do some role playing?
If I were to say John to you, what would that spark in you?
It would spark deja vu.
Now, if I remember correctly, that rude cunt hung up on us.
Yes, he was
Let's call him again!
He was totally rude to us. Oh yes, John, you're a nice guy, but
You pick up the damn phone. You give him another. You pick up the phone. You ring him again.
John's not gonna pick up. Be all like,
GameStop Abington, John speaking.
John, this is WKRP. We're here to collect your information for your free pizzas.
Okay, you guys are killing me. You know that, right?
How? Sir, we weren't even there when the bodies were found. Making such accusations is unruly. Sir, why would you turn down 2 free pizzas? Owen, why is this man turning down our generosity?
Oh, my goodness.
He hates fun.
You hate fun, John?
You know what? I love fun. I love fun, especially when I'm alone. But when I'm working, it's an entirely different story.
So we're just trying to figure out if you want these pizzas or what.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right.
What do you need from us?
I just need your store ID and your credit card number.
Store ID and yeah, that won't work.
No, it does. If you give it to me, it will work just fine.
Right.
All right. Well, I've been Phil. And somebody named Owen is around, so you take it easy, John.
Sorry, I was in the bathroom. Sorry, hi.
Oh, Sir, what's your favorite music? We'll play a song for you.
It really doesn't matter. I mean, I'm into everything and anything.
All right. Bisexual?
Really
doesn't matter?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Well, we'll try to find some bisexual music for you. John, what station are you going to listen to when you're eating your pizzas?
Um,
If you don't get this right, I swear to God, I'll fucking stab your eyeballs out.
WKRP.
yeah, KRP.
No, you don't whisper it. He whispered to you the right answer. You say it at the right time. God, this is going to be a fucking editing nightmare. Motherfucker. I can't do this shit anymore, Owen. I can't fucking do this shit anymore.
Give me your ID when you're
You better leave, Phil.
No. You know
You
what? Oh, it's the master. Everybody, bow your heads. I am the great master of games and information, and I am here to tell John that, in fact, Resident Evil 6 will be released with full Steam capability in March 2013.
Oh, that's awesome.
John, you're an ineffective employee. Do you know that?
Well, you have to keep in mind, in terms of what you just stated, that's Steam.
You know what? I'm not
So
keeping anything in mind.
It's not being distributed by
How do you
normal
like that?
means. So, because we're not selling it retail-wise, we wouldn't have
No,
it.
but it does come out retail.
Explain yourself, John.
Come on, John.
It sounds to me that that's an exclusive through Steam, so we wouldn't have that
It's
information.
retail, man. Come on, this is a live geek radio talk show. You're on the air to 600,000 people right now, and I can tell you, we're getting some nasty emails.
They don't like you, John.
But I love them.
We have an email here from Timothy.
Okay, quick signature
It says,
there.
John
150 in credit.
is so uncultured, I bet he doesn't even know binary. That's a a scoring remark against you there, John.
Yeah, wow. I love binary jokes.
Nice. All right, you know what, guys? I'm sorry. I really have to go.
All right. You enjoy those 2 free pizzas. Remember, earthworms. You only have to eat 3. We'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
All right, John.
Thank you, guys.
You're live once again on WKRP Radio. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Wow.
I don't think he
John.
likes us.
Well, he was a hungry chap, and that call just took a weird turn.
Let us know if we should call other places with other ideas. waveofabsurdity@hotmail.com. I
Now,
don't know if we'll actually do anything, but let us know.
if I were to say whispering eye, what would that mean to you?
That you have some sort of venereal disease.
No.
All right, well, that was my guess. Do I win a prize?
It's a movie. It's from a movie.
Sorry, what was the phrase?
Whispering eye.
It's from a movie, so it's 2 words from a movie?
That quote's from a movie, yes.
Yes, so one of the characters in the movie says 2 words, and you want me to
Yes.
figure that out? I don't know.
It's a memorable part.
What is it? Tell me.
It's only the movie Role Players.
There's a movie called Role Plays?
It's role play something. But anyway,
Cinematography!
smooth transition into the next feature, which is...
Playing with roles.
Now, what you want to do is you want a nice soft white dough, slightly risen. Now, you also want to flour your hands because you don't want any dough to get stuck on your fingers. Now,
Make sure you take your butter out.
let's not. This is a health channel.
All right,
There's
fine.
no-
You're margarine.
Right, what's the role play today?
I usually thought this was your responsibility. I have 3 things written down, though. One was a suggestion. Actually, 2 were suggestions from some guy named Kelsey. He sent in a few things. Actually, I'd like to point out that he sent in a YouTube video from around his area about radioactive snow. So, we really hope that didn't catch on in your area.
Well, considering Kelsey's a girl, I
Huh?
would imagine. Yes.
What? Wait, what?
Go to fan art subfolder and there's nude pictures.
Yeah. Anyway, he sent us, I'm not sure, because that's a very odd angle for the shot. Anyway,
It just looks like a wilted watermelon.
well, I've seen billiard balls come together in a more dynamic fashion. I don't even know what that means.
That's so much I farted.
No, you're supposed to save that for episode 3. All right.
Shit.
He recommended, I'm paraphrasing here because I'm not looking at the actual email, 2 empty seats on a bus when there's about to be a very large man that sits down either on both of us, but could work off of that. Or 2 gingerbread men that are about to be eaten. He said specifically by him, but I think we could dispense with that. I wrote down a pair of bookends in a priest private quarters. I don't know what I was thinking.
I'm gonna leave the decision up to you.
Oh, thanks. What that translates into, folks, is that if this doesn't go well, I get the blame. If it goes well, he's the editor, and you'll never hear this.
I don't cut you down, Phil, okay? We both take mutual credit for how great or how shit the show is.
All right. What am I...
I mean, if I didn't care about your opinion, I wouldn't let you have changed the rules of voting.
I kind of like the 2 empty seats on a bus. We are seats on a bus. We are side by side.
Okay.
And there's a obese man. He just got on the bus. And we're the only seat. How about this? We're the only seats. We're the only 2 seats available. And
Am I window side?
sure.
Oh, I like the window.
We're the only 2 seats left, and this really obese man is about to come in and sit on one of us.
Doesn't he take up both seats, or is there like a little
Well,
side flap
that's why it's
touching?
role playing.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. Your window seat, I'm aisle seat.
Okay.
That's a bus.
And scene.
Oh, you all
I hate
right?
it when old people sit on me. So dusty.
I know, but look, you've got a little candy. Oh no, wait, that's a stain.
Oh, I just had myself steamed.
Oh. But well, you're lucky. At least you're by the window. I'm on the friggin' wheel well here. Oh great, now we're stopping for somebody. Almost got through the whole trip without somebody sitting on me.
You've had bags on you. I've had to. Oh,
They were called bags, okay? Frozen goods. You like that on your fake leather?
like that's any better than a dried old biddy's ash cheeks.
Holy shit, look at the size of this dude.
I can't see. How
no,
big
he's-
we talking?
He's got to be at least... he can't get down the bus. You can't feel that tilt?
Jeez.
Yeah, you see him now. Oh, great. You know what? I thought Bob and Jill were open, but I didn't realize there were kids making out on them. Oh, were there only seats left? Oh, please go on, Owen. Please go on, Owen. Please go
No,
on, Owen.
dude,
Please go on, Owen.
he's so big he's gonna have to sit next to you.
Well,
for
he's
easy
going to have to
access.
cross over me. Holy good God!
A little bit soap on my face.
Oh, thank God. Oh, he's a little on me, but he's mostly... Oh, is that a pubic hair? Uh-oh. Owen, I don't mean to alarm you. I don't know if you can hear me. Owen,
Please,
he's one of those masturbators.
What?
Yeah, oh.
Sit down.
Yeah. Does anybody want to change seats with me?
What's that thing?
No, I was wrong. He was just scratching himself. Oh, he's wiping it off on. Oh.
Please get help.
Help. Bob, Jill, you want to change? No, I didn't think so. No, he's not jerking off. Yeah, no, he's got some sort of fungus on his balls, though. That I can tell. And see.
All right.
You wanted to lick him, didn't you?
Baby, I did.
Well, that was odd. Oh, and I feel kind of warm, which might be a side effect of pretending to be a bus seat.
I think we'd be the best inanimate objects of all time.
Just throw a pair of lips and some eyes on anything. Hello, I'm a fire extinguisher. I'm not just looking at a fire extinguisher right now.
Hello, I'm a small British penis. Oh, what's going on there, Governor? Oh, is it playtime yet?
I'm still trying to figure out what my logic was behind writing down a pair of bookends in a priest private quarters. Seems awfully elaborate.
Now, if you've liked what you've heard so far,
You need medical help.
I do recommend going to the Wave of Absurdity fan page because we're going to be posting all the unlisted videos up there. And one of my favorite role plays of all time is up there. I'm just going to say 2 words. Jizzy tissue.
Please send us some role-playing ideas. We're pretty game for anything. I think we've already...
Didn't we role play like 2 dudes at a sex convention?
Yeah, we started out jumping our own shark, I think. We just... We came out of the gates, and then, yeah, help us out, people, because we like role-playing.
Well, you do have to realize that we were quite new to all of this. We still are.
We're still learning. A
But
podumentary.
it
You're
was
listening to
horribly
us
awkward.
grow.
Oh.
Sexually, yes. All right. Well, thank you, Kelsey. That was pretty awesome, dude. And
Thanks, man.
send us an email at waveofabsurdity@hotmail.com. I think, even though there was a big gap, that we did get some mail. Yeah? Did you look at any of it?
I did.
Most of it was from people collecting their prizes from our very generous Christmas special.
Okay. So, I seem horribly negative, and you would think I'd be crushed inside. But I'm actually a very jolly person, but a lot of things get on my tits, okay? A lot of things get on my tits. Now, we here at Wave of Absurdity Industries have a employee rate of 2. Alright?
Well.
That's just you and me. Now, when we, because we don't get any advertising, we don't do anything, we spend our hard-earned monies on gifts and prizes to give away to the people. People win those prizes, and then they never contact us to get them. It's like, you asshole, why have you just listened to that one specific podcast, entered, and then not even bothered to listen to the next one?
To see if you won. That's called not paying attention to our way to hook you in.
Because, I'll tell you right now, we do not email you to tell you if you've won.
You
Because
must listen.
Exactly.
That's the price you have to pay.
If we ever get any bigger, then maybe. But for now, you bloody listen, you scamps.
Yeah, it's depressing. We've given out, we haven't done the numbers, but easily over $100 worth of Steam prizes, yes?
Easily,
yes. And some weird knickknacks have gone out. Twice for some people.
Yeah.
Oh, so, well, enough of the bitching. Actually, the only emails we got are from the, again, resident news hound, Lauren.
Oh, my goodness.
And some more from Kelsey, like, as in Kelsey Grammer, popular male actor. It's not from him.
Okie dokie. Phil's new wife. Oh my goodness.
What?
Okay.
Where are you getting that from?
Sorry, no, I'm just reading the emails. And Kelsey, we can't show pictures.
News. Phil is a poop face. News.
All right, so let's read a viewer email. This one comes from Lauren. Title is WFAG.
Oh, that's a touchback to our little promo, which will probably be on the Facebook page.
Dear Owen and Phil. Do you want to do Lauren?
Heyo! I will do
She just
Lauren.
had a baby, so
Congratulations.
that's going to be like mushed almonds.
I am going to do you right. I will do Lauren. What's up, everyone? You're listening to a WFAG, The Absurdity. I'm your host, Lauren McIntosh. Oh, she put it in there. I guess she wants her whole name. And I am excited! Why, you ask? Well, Season 2 of the award-seeking podcast, Wave of Absurdity, is almost here. Incorrect! It is here now. It's going to be so amazeballs and... Wait, hold on. I've just received word that it is Season 2. And a local man has cut off his genitalia, grilled it, and served it to a family at a local restaurant. How absurd! We'll eat that biscuit at 11. Now, here's Ollie Williams with the weather. Ollie?
It's raining men!
Hallelujah. Thanks for that, Ollie. Now we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Emily... Oh, wow, you're just going to throw her last name up there, too, without asking? Emily S. will be here with some very helpful advice for men suffering from erectile dysfunction, so stay tuned. Quick, roleplay. Phil is at the airport and has to be pat down by security guard Owen. Go!
Sir, come over here, please. Put your shoes.
I'm in line. I just...
No, come on, sir.
Why
It's
am I
just a
being
random...
singled out?
It's a random security check, sir. It's got nothing against anything.
Random?
Just,
yeah. What, are you using random.org? You
sir,
don't understand
please,
that, do you?
Just come out the line, please.
All right. This better not be about the large amount of explosives in my suitcase here. My briefcase, I mean. My suitcase.
Okay, sir, I'm going to have to ask you to step over into the corner over there now, please.
All right. Why are there...
Sir, put the suitcase down and step over to the corner.
All right. Now what? I suppose you want
Shut
you
up,
to
say that.
put my hand somewhere?
Shut up. We're going to go through and go through. Sir, do not move. I will shoot you.
Is this because I'm white?
Sir, do not move. This has nothing. You stay there. I'm gonna.
I really have to go to the bathroom.
Don't you fucking move.
I really have to go to the bathroom.
Don't you move. I swear to God, if you move, I will pounce on you and just pull your underwear.
You want me to shit myself? You really want me to shit myself? I have to go to the bathroom.
Do not move, sir. Do not move. If you do move, lethal force.
I can't help it. Oh, so much cocaine in this balloon. Ah.
Sir. Cool. We're gonna need some EMTs.
Ah!
Deploying taser.
Your taser is ineffective.
Quick! I've got some oil. I'm gonna rub you down. Finally, a quick little hello to all the new listeners. I hope you're enjoying the podcast like myself. They save the best segment for last. Have fun and don't forget to bring a DD to the party. Much love, Lauren. I don't know what a DD is.
Yeah. A DD. Bring a DD to the party. DD. Lauren, please email us and tell us what the fuck do you mean by DD.
Would you like to read an email?
Again, Kelsey, dude, as much as we love your emails, we can't share a lot of these things. Because all right. Well, I'm gonna read an email. She sent a good link here. Dead man in mortuary impregnates woman.
Say what?
This is from Dead Serious News, the world's only dead serious news source. The Rolling Stones said it best, "You make a dead man come." A 38-year-old female mortuary worker is being held on $250,000 bond after becoming
She's
pregnant.
being held on Twitter?
What?
What?
After becoming pregnant by one of her clients, a dead man.
What?
Well, the alleged crime took place at the Morning Glory mortuary. Are you serious? It's called Morning Glory. Morning, M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G. And in case you're wondering why I'm laughing, it's sexual. Just outside of Lexington, Missouri, police have charged Felicity Marmaduke. Holy Christ, can you get any more alias? Felicity Marmaduke? With desecration of the dead and necrophilia. According to a statement made to police by Marmaduke, the alleged victim experienced a post-mortem erection while being bathed. Being alone, Marmaduke straddled the dead man and proceeded to have sex with him. Much to her surprise, the alleged victim came to orgasm after several minutes. All right, I gotta stop there because I'm not too familiar with the workings of the body as far as after. I know about post-mortem erections, but I didn't realize it was possible to ejaculate. So, if anybody knows anything about that, you're sick, and we want you to give us an email A few weeks later, Marmaduke had a positive pregnancy test while receiving a routine medical exam. Upon telling her doctor the circumstances leading to the conception, the police were notified. Marmaduke was arrested without incident, well, that's poor choice of words, at her dilapidated trailer home a few blocks from the mortuary. Jesus. In a bizarre twist, Marmaduke plans to sue the dead man's estate for child support. Oh,
Doesn't matter, had sex.
Yeah. All right, well, I've never ever seen this deadseriousnews.com, and they don't exactly list where they got this from. So I am dubious about this particular article. I'd like to put a personal note out there, whoever Babushka Phil Dawkinson is. I have yet to receive any cassette tape. Oh, and we have to come up with a fictitious name because nobody's sending me any mail. Might as well use the P.O. box. Oh! I don't know why I made that noise. Thank you to Lauren and Kelsey for your emails. We know there's a few of them that you sent, but we're kind of picking and choosing what we read here. Oh, and if you have anything else to read off from the email section. There's not. I'll tell you that now. It's all Kelsey and Lauren.
Kelsey yells at us for calling her a boy.
Well, if the
She calls
shoe
us
fits,
knuckleheads, and she calls you a poop head, and she says the blame goes to me too.
if the shoe fits, put it on your penis. You want to try?
That's a foot long if ever I've seen one.
Oh. Well, we're nearing the end, and I'm not sure what you want to do.
Ooh. Ooh. What's that? Hang on.
Oh, I almost got my falsetto back.
My Phil's stomach senses are tingling. Can it be? Mamma mia! It's time for mouthfill!
Actually, it's time for Owen to fill a little gap here while I go get the food.
Absolutely. Woman has world's biggest hips, if that's not a hit. Hips, hit. I don't know what is. Miss Ruffy Neal, 39, was an athletic teenager who had no problems with her weight. She first started noticing her hips were growing at the age of 22, just after the birth of her first child. Although her waist measures 40 inches, her 100-inch hip holds the record for being the largest in the world. Now, my goodness, that's a lot of inches.
Terrible time to come back into the game here. I have here... Have you explained anything? We did it at the beginning? I'm not sure what's going on.
So, Mouthfill is the feature where Phil eats something, and we listen to him masticate, remember the big words from earlier,
Yes.
and he reads facts about whatever he's eating. I'm excited.
I have chosen a rather sexy dish to eat. I'm just mixing it up right now. Have some spaghetti here. Well, fettuccine. Now, I have coated it in a little layer of not pasta sauce, but Thousand Island dressing. Let's just mix that up real good. Which I highly suggest you give a whirl before condemning me. My friend introduced this to me a while ago, and it's delicious. All right. My mouth's watering. Can you smell that? I'm holding it up to the mic.
Ugh. When did
Yeah.
you last wash your ass?
All right. Oh, this smells good. It smells like wheat and Diet Thousand Island. Pasta existed for thousands of years before anyone thought to put tomato sauce on it. Oh, wait, guess how much the average person in North America eats pasta every year? How many pounds?
Oh, probably 90?
What? Don't let this fool you. Only 15 pounds of pasta per year. Oh,
Really?
I just slung some shit. Oh, man. Yes, and the United States itself produces 1.9 million tons of pasta every year. In Italian, fettuccine means ribbons. Oh, just a little bit more here. Oh. October is National Pasta Month. According to Miss Manners, just a little bit left here. A fork is the only utensil that may be used. Oh, it fell out. To eat spaghetti while anyone is looking. I didn't swallow that last bit. I'm sorry. It fell on the floor.
You bloody pick that up. You stick it in your moist, darkened mouth, and you bloody chew.
Oh, that one right in there. Right in there, baby.
Oh, yes!
And to top it off, in the 13th century, the Pope set quality standards for pasta. Well, that was delicious.
How was it? Was it warm?
Yes, it was still warm, actually. Despite 2 hours of sitting in the microwave. Well, cheers. All right. Usually that signifies the end of the podcast because I don't like to talk after, without swishing some water around, that sort of thing.
Would you like to ring the bell of change? The bell of change has spoken, Sir Philip. What does it bring forth?
I have to burp really obnoxiously.
It brings forth that you get to do the outros now.
I will do the outros. You have been listening to Phil and Owen. Or in this case, I switched it around. Owen and Phil. Wait, what are you talking about, outro then? Why are you making noises?
Well, just do the right order, man. I mean...
All right. You've been listening to Owen and Phil.
Up first.
Yeah. In case you didn't know, Owen is quite the prolific PC gamer. So much so that he is PC Gamer 999 on YouTube. You just, well, not just, but you popped the 10 million in view mark, didn't you?
Yep.
That's pretty impressive. What are you currently in the middle of the playthrough of Indigo Prophecy?
Indigo Prophecy from the same makers of Heavy Rain, but it's on the PC and it's beforehand. Whoa, good story. Check it out, PC Gamer 999 YouTube. Whoa.
Freaky.
Who doesn't like a British man anyway playing games? I mean, come on.
One. Yeah, it's weird. People that don't like British people playing games. I'm Phil. I have a channel. I'm not going to leave it up to Owen to pronounce it. I've been a little sick too, so I apologize.
Rorschach Redemption.
Whoa!
The bell of change has dawned a new day.
I can't.
Sir Owen can pronunciate your YouTube name.
I can't tell you how happy I am. And I cannot accurately define puppets and online chat. Well, that about covers it, yeah.
You go on sites like Chatroulette and Omegle, and you just basically fuck with whoever's on at the time.
Yeah.
With hand puppets.
I try to, play some games, things like that. See what's going on in their brains. So, you can always reach us there, or waveofabsurdity@hotmail.com.
If you're on YouTube, All the links are in the underbar, although I don't know why you need a link to my channel because you're already on my channel. But I will figure out how to embed links into MP3s and for you iTunes folk.
If you're from iTunes, let us know. We're curious to see. We're dipping our wick in your
pond.
We're dipping our wick in your candle wax. So let us know. More, less, because we won't listen. But we're curious. Very curious. Good day.
Quick, roleplay. I'm in a store. I'm mopping up the floor. You're walking, even though you still see me mopping, and you slip over and you threaten to sue. Let's go. Just mopping.
I'm entitled to everything. To everything. Ah!
Hey, sir, watch out, sir!
I already slipped.
I
broke my coccyx. I think. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Are you okay?
Did you see me fall?
Well, no, I had my...
No, then I'm terribly wrong and in pain.
There is a sign there,
Do you have a wallet?
No.
Do you have a gun?
No.
I do. Give me all your fucking money.
Sir, please. Kick water in your eyes! Run away!
We all know he won't leave the house. Well, everybody, this is Season 2, Episode 1. We hope you've enjoyed it. We're a little rusty. We're still learning. We're getting into our groove again. I am going to belabor the email and mention it one more time. waveofabsurdity@hotmail.com. Facebook, Wave of Absurdity. Not too hard.